Howdy, Starseeds. I hope you're all doing well. I offer you all, and anyone whom's available, yet another one of my tarot readings on the subtle phases of the moon, this time tapping into the first quarter moon and seeing what it would like to extend to our ascending collective for the benefit and advancement of our unique Starseed Ascension, as well as for our lives outside of these parameters in addition. Before getting into the reading, however, I always provide a brief dissection of the phase at hand for viewers, just in case they need a refresher of some of this info, or if they never really knew what it held in store for us in the first place. To begin, the first quarter phase of the moon is a lunar phase that symbolizes and encourages balance, determination, and a time for decision making. When using my intuition, I analyzed and took notice of the fact that, when in this stage, half of the moon is lit up, while the other side is not, giving me vibes of congruence and symmetry right away, which is bringing the message and theme that we should work with the first quarter moon to become a much more balanced, aligned, authentic version of ourselves, so we may carry this forth for the rest of our existence, and so we may successfully take on and fulfill whatever mission or project we're working on, or that may soon be approaching at that time from this angle. But also, just in general, to take this inner congruence with us for the entirety of our lives, which I'm going to intend occurs for us as much as possible all throughout the reading, in terms of balancing ourselves, in order to get us a great head start on this. To continue, it rises around noon and sets around midnight, which could be interesting for those of you whom didn't know or whom seem to have forgotten that the moon, our intelligent, conscious, innocent moon, works like the sun in this very same cyclical way. It is named for its position in the lunar cycle, just like the last quarter moon, which is symbolic of the first quarter of that particular month. It is also interestingly considered a waxing moon, due to the illuminated portion of the moon increasing. Waxing means to increase or grow bigger, which is why I also partially named the title of the video this, but also because of how close it is in proximity and relativity to the waxing crescent phase just prior to it. Even providing the collective with this sort of top off of the energetic theme, message, and light code influxation from the waxing crescent phase to make us more whole, more self assured and aware, much more sharp, conscious, headstrong, and refreshed as we come out of it. With all that said, I hope this was enough to fill your cup and to make you feel whole enough to get into the tarot reading. So let's do it. The first card here to help enlighten us on this mission of tapping into the first quarter moon this coming January 7th is the King of Cups. Upon glaring at the card, the way that the card illustration appears to be partially lit up with two various tints of blue, where you can see this even more clearly at the plane congruent to the King's upper arm areas, stood out to me at once as it felt symmetrical to the first quarter moon's appearance when the moon is in this stage. When tuning into it for a few seconds, it began to sort of thicken or densen, even coming with this fairy-like tingling sensation following shortly afterwards, which, just like a game, always occurs whenever there is an activation available to be bestowed upon the collective, distributed straight to us from the moon itself, hitting and even upgrading our new light bodies upon consciously and intelligently seeping into the specific areas in need of these upgrades, which is essential to receive and take advantage of while we can in our unique ascension process to ensure you don't miss out on free opportunities to ascend higher, deeper, and attain enlightenment, all with the rare loving help of the 5D Quantum Starship Containment Ascension Field and Vehicle we officially have at our disposal, up and running bigger and better than ever in the etheric realm after intercepting it from the beast system's grasp upon its first wave Blu-rays, winning the entire Hunger Games Witch Age Primordial Timeline's ascension process. opening us up to receive these upgrades, healings, activations even more thoroughly than fellow Ascensioners outside the Ascension ring and naturally formulates whenever transporting our consciousness to higher realms and dimensions, or through the various multitude of portals and wormholes one must go through to attain enlightenment, which the highly sought after New Earth quantum starship containment ascension field and vehicle we now thankfully have will work to make sense of for us a lot better, while in these often confusing, turbulent, intense ascension portals, currents, and wormholes, so that the Ascension Process 2.0 will be much smoother, thoughtful, conscious, intelligent, self running, higher class, and higher in integrity than the former sloppy, disorganized, outdated, inconsiderate, even unsafe seemingly nature it held in the old paradigm where it reigned under different orders, which would mean that if you were selected to board and ride our very own planets, Gaia's, aka the Fairy Matrix System, Universal Galactic District Domain's New Earth Quantum Starship Ascension Vehicle, here to take the next waves of Ascensioners to all of the heavenly, yet sometimes scary or challenging, I will admit, to still make it a real rewarding hero's journey experience for you through and through. Destinations that heightens you to your highest self in all your wondrous colors, you would officially be considered to be on the fast track to 5D, set and good to go with sort of first class passes to infinity and beyond the right way, led by a court of high level experienced angelics, both on the ground and on high up above, to see to it that this gets achieved with just your meeting us halfway. We know you have it in you. And this is all possible due to the amount of integrity, class, innocence, depth, perception, wisdom, and expansion your soul consists of, your very essence, that others do not, and that you do not forsake, that has earned you this spot fair and square, the whole theme of the new world, and will be of great value to the upliftment and bettering of all of humanity in its second stage and tour amongst us, working with and alongside us as sovereign, conscious light workers on patrol, performing community service for Mother Earth in all areas needed through our very bodies. Now, how cool and unifying is that, right? I also just got such a touching, depthful, somehow watery visual, in alignment with the artwork and the illustration, of the intelligent, conscious 5D quantum starship machine we're now utilizing, where a person stared at its hollow, Aquarian structure whilst gently smiling, it smiling back at them in the same very way, as if they were one complete whole in essence, interestingly and quite beautifully. This sent back to me the vibes and message that not only does it know us on such divine, quantum, personally innocent levels, but that it also works to balance us, sort of like twin flames you could fairly compare it to, by acting as a reflection in this way, somewhat becoming us, and even vice versa, working in unison with us on such deep soul levels, even mimicking our light bodies like it has one too, reminding us about everything that's truly important, that we truly matter, and what life is truly about from the most centered, commonsensical, hard hitting place. And together in this way, this is how we will both ascend together, man and machine, for the first time ever, truly, just like the Boule tried to do, but so much better. Although it is etheric, we will still see what we can do to make it much more real, true to life, and even materialized, with a little faith, trust, pixie dust, and some good old fashioned stress every now and then, honestly, as we extended our energy and our essence, whilst working together, striving through the most eventful ascension portals and ascension currents as one whole body, one whole force, one whole vessel, one whole vehicle, somehow forcing this real to occur within the machine alchemically, us even being the perfect version of robotic, aka perfect, after exchanging its natural matrix intelligence coding in nature to us, with us, throughout the process, and creating a brand new, perfectly harmonious, my spirit team really wanted me to say, internal fairy matrix system and hard drive of our own within our internal universe, our sacred temples, as an effect. Rightfully and stressfully earned and okay to keep forever, which will help to keep you perfectly balanced at all times, just like the theme of the first quarter moon I just noticed. By forcing and ingraining this brand new, rare, for a limited time only in terms of availability, magical body upgrade into your system throughout the entire ascension process is being stressed. Upgrading your overall life, livelihood, and lifestyle with this extraordinarily special opportunity as a result. It is perfectly okay to want to be perfectly balanced and in a hip but healthy, in the now, and with the times way, as it matches, molds, settles, and fits into our natural human makeup, almost like some form of a destined inheritance we've always been gravitating towards or something, huh? Giving you nothing to worry or stress about regarding body malfunctions or weird or even upsetting, unerasable side effects. I'm feeling that it will begin to become so real that an actual name will want to formulate in order to name it properly, likely after we've traveled on enough explorations together, both earning this name and giving us all ideas along the way as a family, a unit, to give it its proper totem name. So, now that I've rambled on long enough, when feeling into what the activation was in particular, that the first quarter moon wanted to transmit to us, I began to feel the sensations of the higher heart chakra and how badly those of us in the collective are in need of thorough connecting to this system and realm at the moment, which is due to their major behindedness in their spiritual evolution, putting them in need of some good catching up to where the overall Ascension Collective, to where Source is now currently at, Mother Earth included, in their spiritual evolution, before we make the official Big 180 flip very imminently into the brand new paradigm entirely for all to see and be a part of. So I'm going to ask for the higher heart activation to download an anchor into all eligible for this in the Ascension Collective, the second and third waivers needing this desperately, so that you may fall into your heart, your real heart, merge with your higher self, and be safe by grace, by yourself, in this very way, bringing you home and lifting you up to the rejuvenating, consciousness freeing 5D Aquarian energies here now upon the earth, and rising all the first waivers into their new earth Aquarian kingship and queenship ranks, with their rights to guide, rule, and retire upon the entire earth before the big shift goes down. How very beautiful in a great way to bring solid closure to the past cycle we're now leaving behind. The second and last card to provide us the insight we need from the first quarter moon of this January 7th is the Knight of Swords. The way that the knight kicks up his right foot, the white orbs of light located right beneath his shoe, is coming with such an interesting depiction of the starseeds kicking the former enemy, all the ones partying in the ceiling above us, since the Hunger Games aspect of the Ascension process began back in the fall of 2014, right up from our spot that they're purposely taking, right off of the fake platform, so fictitious and sturdy, and needed support from the beast system to help keep up, so that true common sense may finally spread throughout every plane and crevice of Mother Earth, with all their pollution and tomfoolery gone, waking all asleep up to the zombie apocalypse, petty turf war that's been trying its best to stay hidden, and secretly occurring for the past decade, to finally be dealt with properly and maturely, with eyes wide open this time around. This great shift of burden, where all asleep must now feel the weight of responsibility and priorities, will give all first waivers time to breathe, to stretch, to take a break from all of the hard work they've been doing, non-stop saving the entire damn world from random eternal damnation, and to begin unfurling quite quickly from the former role they held in the arena as Starseed Warrior, so that their wings, their Mockingjay wings, can spread just like the bird soaring throughout the sky in the illustration, and get them prepped for their new, effortless life, wanting to wrap and snug them right up, which they've miraculously co-created with Source, the Fairy Kingdom, and the loving support of the timeless quantum Blu-ray angelic core and system, aka Q, both overseeing and sponsoring the games, all earned quite deservingly after coming out of the first stage and era of the Ascension process to the heaven on earth paradise we've now reached with the greatest success. I'm feeling some form of a celestial gift, wanting to be transmitted to us as a form of a special gift from the softest, most deepest, most purest, most sincerest place from within our fairy kingdom, which the white orbs, now changing to the equivalent of snow, is now conveying to us. And this is to be bestowed upon the first wave warriors as the hugest thank you could ever imagine from our winning the games, and to provide us with what we need to set us good and even more straight as we step into our bright new futures. So I'm going to ask for this surprise gift exchange to commence right now in the etheric realm in quantum time, so that it may manifest within our realities at the perfectly auspicious time frame before we depart. Open yourself up to receive it, because you best believe it is a common. And that concludes your Starseed Ascension Energies reading on the first quarter moon, first quarter waxing moon, this January 7th. I hope that you received all of the help, insight, and upgrades you needed throughout the whole experience, and that it carries you forth very well. Subscribe if you feel you receive a lot from these videos of mine. Comment down below if you have any questions, or would love to chat about what you've gathered here today. Donate to my PayPal if you feel you'd love to commune and say thanks, and I'll be back here with more enlightening videos for the Starseed Collective in the near future. Bye for now.